So let's talk a little bit about the southbound process itself. Before we even get into that, there's a question here that I want to answer, and it's a great question. It's very pointed, but it nails it. It says, why is the paperwork for shipping into Mexico not uniform or consistent? Depending on where it's crossing over or who the freight forwarder or customs broker is, the requirements for paperwork vary. Why? So something, the Mexican customs process is much different than it is here. There's a lot more manual interaction with customs officers in Mexico than we get in the United States. There's a lot more room for interpretation inside of their law. There's also a lot more that, depending on how that, I hate to say this, but depending on however the officer woke up that day, might make a change on what documents he's going to require or she's going to require. A great example is that email, right? There's probably half of you right there that have no emails on any of your NAFTAs, and you shipped 100 shipments in the last 4 days and none have been stopped. And then the one of you who shipped maybe one shipment across the border, it got stopped. So, that's part of it. Each port's going to be a little different as well. Different customs officers in different ports. From a broker's perspective, the reason you probably see some differences is we all build, knowledge based on what's happened to us in the past. And so what you could be seeing is they had another client of theirs where something got stopped because of reason X, Y, Z. So they say, well, I understand why customs in this port thought X, Y, and Z. So we're going to go ahead and just push this back on all of our export and say, please provide me this information before you ever ship. So you probably see more of a change in that process than you do anywhere else. You also have to remember that in the United States, when the US government changes laws, we publish it in the Federal Register, we open it up for public comment periods. There's normally some kind of an informed compliance period. There's a transition period of anywhere from 90 days, 180 days. In Mexico, when they publish something in their official, it actually translates to their official diary, it comes out, it's active the next day. So if something comes out today, it's going to be active tomorrow. And so that, that puts a big burden on the brokerage community, and then obviously on you, our clients, because then we have to quickly come to you and say, hey, this law just changed. We got notified at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We need this, this, and this now tomorrow that we didn't need previously. So that's also part of the reason why things are changing so much there, is because of how quickly that the laws change themselves.